Waves are firing, and we're seeing some of the most stacked heats we've seen in recent memory. I am Chris Cote. I'm sitting next to Mitchell Salazar. Look at this lineup: Italo Ferreira, M.Mignot, and K.Slater. We're going to start things off with your surfer in red, Italo Ferreira. Perennial title threat. Have the best leg in Australia, but you know he is a force to be reckoned with here at Lower Trestles. And I like that he just starts it out with pure, powerful surfing. Nice and clean on the open face there, so a great start for Italo Ferreira. I think Italo maybe has some questions to answer right now. Coming off that Aussie leg, he went into Australia as the #1 surfer in the world. He didn't know much about Marco coming into this year, and if Joe doesn't know much about a surfer, that means there's some mysterious qualities to him. He's proved everybody that he is an absolute threat, as we see the replay of Italo.
Great tempo, as you were mentioning, but good variation maneuvers too, Chris. And I mean, I really like the way he just engages those rails, keeps it on face for the most part. The lip line never really presented itself until a couple separate occasions right there. But as you said, meat and potato surfing should be a great score still as we look at the water angle right here. I just love the tempo. You said that he has something to prove, and of course, that also comes with great decision making here, Chris. So on this wave, a lot of great decisions made, and scores in. He's already starting off with a bang.
Yeah, 7-point ride for Italo Ferreira. That's a keeper so far this morning. And I just love the unpredictability of Italo. You know, is he going to do a huge back five? Is he going to go upside down? Or is he going to just lean on his rails and show us some great power surfing like this? So that right there, I mean, that's just putting bricks in the wall.
Yep.
Solid fundamentals to start this heat for Italo.
And not just that, as you mentioned, he's unpredictable, so when you present this style of surfing, it's not something that you normally see from him.
And somebody has something to say about that. Italo Ferreira, you know, we've seen Italo competing here only in the Final Five format.
Yeah.
So this is a chance for Italo to really cut loose, a little less pressure than fighting for a title in the Final Five format that he has shined in the past few years. So I think we're going to see a little bit longer, not necessarily more patient story written from Italo. That's not his deal. He goes out there and it's all fireworks. He flares up on the daily, and I think he was one of the first surfers out here this morning.
Yeah. And he's been one of the...
He's left that baggage in Australia. 3/17. That's not the numbers that you want to put up in 3 events in a row. Here we see M.Mignot. I mean, you talk about an explosive, unpredictable surfer. I knew for a long time. We all knew how good, you know, M.Mignot was.
An easy wave to surf, and took it off of Kelly right here. As you can see, just a much slopier face. First turn not bad, but then right here he has to readjust. Cool little throw tail right there. So comes in as a 3.5. Looking at the best waves of the day so far. Obviously just half of that within the heat so far with the 7 of Italo. But you talk about progression right here, Chris. Look at the slight readjustment. Kind of changes directions and then brings down the tempo. I really like this little throw tail, blow tail combo right here. So you get a little bit of a longer wall. We're going to see 3 or 4 maneuvers of that, and that's probably going to go up into good.
Who knows how difficult it was for him inside, but for Marco, he is back on it as we see Italo now. And I love the cadence of the waves coming through. We're just talking wave after wave after wave.
Then just right here, 2.93 for Italo. Just the one carve, but a very strong one. And one thing too, Kelly kind of set the standard about a certain body type and frame for surfers. He's about, what, 5'9", Italo shorter than that. I feel like a lot of the shorter stature surfers nowadays are still doing so much better because we're seeing those progressive maneuvers maybe get you with a lower center of gravity.
The judges are definitely going to have their work cut out for them as we see Marco again, beautiful right-hander. He's going to lean on the fundamentals to start this wave. And just like that, there's the unpredictable nature of M.Mignot. He fell, but I like that attitude. I like that approach. A huge 8-point ride, a massive back five. This is what we've come to expect from Italo Ferreira.
So this is a true 540 right here. You're calling it. I mean, this is a full rotation. Talk about commitment and projection down the line, Chris. Just absurd stuff. I mean, we're talking about a video game right here with Italo. Full rotor, and as you said, pointing directly towards the beach with the landing. Just absolutely absurd. And I like that he's riding something with the carbon right there, the IF15 model with Timmy Patterson, something just a bit springier. I know you're a big fan, so am I, of the Dark Arts, and it's basically the same thing. You're looking at that response right there, and good Lord, did he get projection out of that, Chris.
Yeah, and I love that the judges are really putting a lot of emphasis on clean land.
It's like my everyday shortboard. It's a 6.0 19 2.5, and yeah, just normal dimensions, but like super light. This one's very light, has a really light blank, and yeah, just perfect for this kind of waves.
Yeah, that's deemed a make, but you're not going to get as many points if you don't keep it clean. Here we go again. Italo upside down, tail high back three. Light work for Italo, pushing the water with his hands. It's something he's done his whole career. We'll see if that works, if that helps. Right now, Italo goes upside down.
You know what's so crazy, too, is the agility that he just gets from 2 pumps alone. I mean, he gets going immediately, and as you can see right here, barely any readjustment of his feet, but as you said, he gets inverted on this one, and the landing's not easy, too, Chris. I mean, look at all that white water he had to manage on the landing. So not as clean as the 8, but just look at the section, completely different, and he's still got to reward that. I mean, a good chance that he replaces the 7 with just the one maneuver right here.
And was that the pregnancy claim?
Maybe.
I think that's something new. Is lightning striking. Ferreira now feeling it. Marco up and at it again. Where is K.Slater? No waves ridden yet. And he just can sit and watch from the back as Marco and Italo now flying down the line on these rights. There's the GOAT. There's Kelly. He's got 12 minutes, 55 seconds left.
The baby,
Yeah,
like they do
the
in football, soccer.
He's practicing. Made his announcement that he's got a baby on the way. Let's take a look now at Marco.
Well, this is a great combo. I mean, you can't take anything away from him, but he needs to be on
18.
Might get
Excellent
another
waves. Yeah, I mean, add a couple more. Add a couple more. Big carve. Layback slash right there. Stall right here. You know exactly what he's looking for. Well, that wasn't really it, but he does get the nice little shove at the end of there.
He's having fun.
Yeah.
He's having fun.
K.Slater still out the back. So we see Italo going superhero.
What?
Superman air there to start. I love to see a switch up, right? Air out the back and then follow it up with a combo like that. As we see Italo now telegraphing that little stall, helping to give him the speed burst he needs to blast that end section. That was some video game style surfing right there. Italo looks like he's having a great time. And when Italo starts having a great time and there's no frustration anywhere around him,
100%.
That's when big things happen.
You know, he wasn't fully clear about, but that's a fully extended Superman too, and to do that projecting air down the line with a wave that's moving at this pace, I mean, truly incredible. Love the slide of the fins right there too, and I know the section's not here at the end, Chris, but I mean, still being creative right here on the whitewater. And as you said, he's freed up, he's having a ton of fun, but this Superman, normally we don't see the extension like this. You kind of see like somebody really just do it close by. That was fully extended and really a projecting there that he used to get down the line too. Really creative stuff, Chris. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a circus trick.
Do that a lot with single airs, straight airs, even times no grab either.
Kid is back on the escalator, Mitch. Italo Ferreira. Big hack right there. He goes down.
Could this be his opening ride? Looks like it. Here
Let's
we go.
go.
K.Slater drops in, comes off the bottom. Bango! Nice little quick turn there. Drives through the cutback. Beautiful rebound off of that one. Board looking fluid and clean. There it is. There's the Slater turn we want on the inside corner. Bang! Throws the tail.
Oh, when Strader stops talking, you know something bad just happened.
Sorry.
No, we were kind of shocked. We were kind of shocked as well.
We were shocked. And, you just want to see him do it 20 minutes not catching a wave. So, it's chilly out here. The water's like 64 right now. So, I don't know. I'm just making up excuses. Slater, you need to get the game on and start stepping up. Let's go.
Board looks pretty unique out there. It's kind of short, stubby, a little wider in the nose. Any idea of what board he's riding?
I think it's a new board that, him and Tomo are making. I don't know exactly because I wasn't on the beach when he paddled out, but I do think that he's been the most experimental surfer in the game, and he has pushed surfboard design through the eras single-handedly, probably more than anybody. So, hats off to Kelly for doing that, to pushing people to ride different shapes, different boards, and bigger waves. And I think, out here, I think he was the same board he was riding over in Australia just last week, where he was warming up on that thing, looking really fluid. So we'll find out once he gets on the beach.
Yeah, most surfers you can pretty clearly tell what board they're on. It's like something quite experimental for K.Slater. It looked good in the opening part of that wave. Unfortunately, did not get the finish as we see Marco telegraphing down the line, gets the section, goes down. 2 false finishes for Marco and Kelly. Meanwhile, Italo. Man, I thought we were coming here for the GOAT show, but it's been all Italo Ferreira. It kind of seems like he's out there by himself, and Marco and Kelly are just trying to pick up the pieces and figure out what's going on in the world of surfing. 15 seconds left. K.Slater gets a 4.03. He will have another opportunity in the elimination round. He could have one right here. K.Slater on his backhand.
Air?
No more fundamentally sound surfer on earth than Kelly, as he gets around with a high-speed float. Deep bottom turns straight to a vertical snap. That's the horn. This heat is over, but this wave will count. Kelly was up well before the buzzer blew. And even though we only got to see K.Slater on 2 waves, I'll take it all day long. 5 or so years, it's a good time. So Marco now finishes strong as well. Nice power surfing.
Yeah, needs a straight 10 to take the win with this one. Not going to get it, but still good surfing. A lot of positives to take out of this from Marco. That score was going to be a 5.17, so meat and potato surfing right here, very standard, but overall gets on the right wave. He could go very deep into this event, Chris.
15.17 heat total for the win. Marco Mignot comes through in second. He'll be heading to the ER. K.Slater going to make things interesting for GOAT fans all over the world. He's in the ER as well.